I definitely did not forget to film an opening clip to this vlog. Hi everyone, my name's Chloe, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. I'm weirdly like ghostly at the minute because I'm just logging in at work. But it is Wednesday. We're going to ignore this huge spot that's coming on my lip. It's Wednesday. I should have started this vlog on Monday. I'm actually going to insert some clips here because Monday I got home from being away for the weekend. I was in London for the weekend at Musical Con, that's in last week's vlog, and I was planning on starting the vlog on Monday, like evening time, and then I went out with my mum because it's actually my mum's birthday today, but on Monday I took her to see Will Young in concert as her birthday present, and we went for food as well. So I'm going to insert some clips here of that. And then yesterday, I did actually read yesterday. I finished finally Majesty's Royal Coven. I'm giving it 4 stars. It felt like, I mean, obviously it took me a while to read it, although realistically I reread it starting last Friday, so long but also not that long. But the fact that I needed to reread it because I'd not taken it in, I don't think it's necessarily just because I wasn't taking it in. I think the book just felt like it took a while for things to actually happen. Like, the characters were good, but it took a while for the storyline itself to really happen. Once it did start happening, like, the ending was really good, particularly like the very ending. I'm like, I need book 2 immediately, thank you very much. So it's a 4-star. Obviously the series could get higher because now that the storyline like seems to have started, it could definitely mean that like book 2 hits the ground running a little bit more, but we will see. The cover for book 2 has just been revealed. I've just seen it on Twitter this morning, so that's exciting times. I'm not sure what I'm reading next. I should really pick, because I'm going to put an audiobook on while I'm working today. Probably the one that's name I can never remember. Is it Storms and Silence? Is that the second one? I can't even remember what the first one called. I can't remember what the first one's called, but I will show you later on what it is that I picked. But I am going to try and actually listen to an audiobook today rather than just putting music on, because I need to finish my TBR. I have like 4 books left to finish my TBR for this month. I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to have to take a punishment in TBR, but you know, we'll see. Right now I should really get to work, so I'm going to do that. I just thought I would actually film an update like now to say hello, and then I will make sure I film one this evening, so at least there's a couple of clips in this vlog, and yeah, we'll go from there. Hello. I definitely said I was going to update you on Wednesday night, and it's now Friday morning. Hi. What did I do? I think last time I spoke to you I had finished Her Majesty's Royal Coven. I have read an entire book since I last spoke to you. I've read A Psalm of Storms and Silence by Rosanna Brown. It is the sequel and concluding part of the duology that started with A Song of Wrath and Ruin. I really loved A Song of Wrath and Ruin. I gave it 4.5 stars. This one was okay. I gave it 3.5, so it's like only a 1-star difference, but it just felt very different. The first one had like trials and a competition involved, and it was just a really sort of captivating read, and I was hooked very quickly with it. This one felt very typical YA fantasy, and I just found myself a little bit bored throughout it. It picked up as it went along, but it just felt like nothing new. And yeah, I think not having that competition part, it focused on the characters more, which could be a good thing, but it just felt like nothing was really happening. And then it was only when stuff actually started happening towards the end that I got more interested. I can't tell you too much about the synopsis because obviously it's a sequel, but the first one essentially was these 2 characters who both had very opposite agendas. Karina was princess of this kingdom, and in order to save her mother, she needed to kill essentially her husband, the prince, or the soon-to-be king. And Malik, in order to save his sister, was asked to kill the princess. So there is a competition in order to become betrothed to Karina, the princess, and Malik enters it in order to get close to her to kill her. Karina is planning to kill the winner of the competition. So that like I said, very interesting setup. This is kind of after that competition element, and that's when it just gets too typical YA fantasy that we've seen before. Anyway, let's stop being negative. I did give it, like I said, 3.5 stars. It was still a decent book, just not living up to what I wanted the first one to do. So, moving on. Yesterday, I didn't film anything because yesterday at work, I got out later than I thought I was going to, and it took me like an hour and a half to get home, and I was just like, I am done. Came home, watched Drag Race. I finished listening to the audiobook of Asam and Silence as I was on my way home from work. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to start another book tonight. I have got one ready to start. I'm not going to pick it up because it's in an awkward place, but I'm going to be reading The Ballad of Never After. That's my physical read. While I'm at work, I may put an audiobook on as well, and that will be The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. But either way, one of them is getting started today. I do also need to film my TBR on my lunch break, hence why I'm in a full face of makeup at 8 a.m, even though I'm working from home. And then tonight I'm on sprints with Becca. That's why I want to film the TBR on my lunch break, and then on sprints I can actually read. But I will actually film another update today because I will have the camera out to film my TBR, so I will film an update, definitely, I promise. And then this weekend's plans, just to give you an update on that. Tomorrow I am going out, and it's going to get my flu jab, which is fun. But where I'm going is to a Boots that's in a shopping centre, so I will also go book shopping while I'm there, because why not? And then Sunday, I got an email the other day for an offer for like £10 tickets. They should have been about 40, to go and see Kerry Ellis and Louise Diamond at a venue that's like a 10-minute drive away from my house. If you don't know, they are West End actresses. Kerry Ellis was in Wicked. She's actually the first Elphaba I ever saw in Wicked. She took over when Idina Menzel left, because Idina Menzel came over to open Wicked on the West End, and then Kerry Ellis took over not long after. She did a short run, and then Kerry Ellis took over not long after. And then Louise Diamond is actually the first person to play both Glinda and Elphaba in Wicked. So it's a Ladies of the West End night, and why not, for £10, might as well go and see it. So that is my plans for Sunday evening. And I will try and fit some reading around that, because I am slightly hopeful that I can actually finish my TBR, but we will see. Right, I'm going to go to work now. I will chat to you guys later. Super quick clip, because I am definitely like over the hour I'm supposed to take for my lunch. Luckily, like, we work on like flexi time, so as long as I do my hours, it's fine. But yeah, this has definitely been like an hour and 10-minute lunch, because I had to set up to film my TBR, which went very well. I mean, I definitely kind of rigged it a little bit. Not completely, like I basically just picked out prompts that fit books I want to read before, so I knew what prompts were on the board. I just didn't know what order, so I honestly didn't know which ones like I would have to read for the month. All the rest of the books that I have in mind, I do still want to read, but I'm not going to say what they are because I don't want to hold myself to them. I'm just going to have it as like a mental list of this is what I want to read. I managed to get a few of these shows in that I'm actually going to see throughout the month, so that's nice, because I have definitely bought my tickets for those ones. And I would like to, any show that I'm going to see that has a prompt, I would like to fulfill it, because I just think that's cool that I can say I bought my ticket by going to see a show. But anyway, TBR is now filmed. My bedroom is a bit of a mess, but I need to go back into the spare room, which is my office, and go and do some work, and then I will come and tidy later. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update that TBR has been filmed. I was productive. Go me. Hello. I told you I'd do an update. It's still Friday evening. I'm on Becca's sprints. We're on the last sprint of the evening. I haven't read too much today. I couldn't concentrate on reading while I was at work, so I like listening to an audiobook. Obviously I wasn't just sat reading a book at work, so I just put musicals on instead, because that generally helps me power through. I was going to read I was going to listen to an audiobook, but then I was planning for December content, and some of it was planning through talking, so ended up pausing the audiobook. And then I was just like, actually I think I need to like concentrate on this, because I wasn't concentrating on the story properly. So I did start Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I'm only about 2 chapters in. I'm enjoying the writing style so far. I was then going to start reading physically The Ballad of Never After, but I've realised that I want to edit my TBR sooner rather than later. I'd rather do that tonight, and then I could read in the morning instead of trying to read now and then having to quickly edit in the morning. So I think that is what I'm going to do now. We have half an hour left of the last sprint, and I'm going to try and get as much of this TBR edited as possible. TBR is actually a really easy edit for me normally because I don't cut out too much of the footage other than when I like stumble over my words or like the counting bits and things. I just have to speed them up, so it's generally a fairly quick edit. And yeah, should have that done, and it'll be up before you see this. It'll have been up on Saturday, and yeah, I'm quite excited with how it's turned out, so I'm gonna go and edit that now. I just thought I would check in. My next clip will probably now be tomorrow morning, so I will talk to you guys then. Hello, it's Saturday evening. I thought I'd do a quick update. I haven't really read anything today, so I have nothing much to update you on. I've been out and about. It took longer than planned. I went shopping with my mum, and then buses were a nightmare today. I've just been leaning on my face. I'm really red here, but also I had my flu jab and I'm feeling a little bit rubbish after having it, because I always do. So yeah, just not read because I was just feeling a bit too tired to do so. I did do some like stuff YouTube-y wise though, like planning things for the readathon of like dates we're going to do watch-alongs, and also like scheduling, and also like making thumbnails for sprints and things like that. So I've just kind of done that instead of reading. Tomorrow I have the concert in the evening, but I have nothing else planned all day, so I am just planning on reading solidly throughout the day. Right now I'm probably gonna go to bed, so just thought really quick update, but I will hopefully have some more reading updates for you tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this vlog here. I know I haven't really filmed anything today. It's Sunday, I haven't said that. I had my flu jab yesterday and I've just been feeling a little bit rubbish all day, to be honest. I did go out this evening though. I went to the Kerry Ellis and Louise Damon concert. It was fun. It was not my favourite like musical theatre concert I've seen this year. I feel like I've just been spoiled by like people doing things that are a little bit different, a little bit more interesting. This was like nice. They were both very talented, like amazing voices, but they didn't like sing together very much. It was a lot of like Kerry Ellis walked on stage, did a song, she walked off, Louise Damon came on stage, did a song. I think they did like 3 that were like duets throughout the entire thing, and all the songs they were doing were like big ballads, and it was just like I would have liked them to do something just a little bit different. But like I said, for what they did do, it was fantastic. Like hearing Kerry Ellis sing Memory from Cats was amazing. We got given, before we went in, I don't know where I put it actually, we got given like a free programme type thing, which was basically a piece of paper that had the set list on the back, and the set list has one song from Wicked named. It has For Good on there, and then at the end it just says finale, and it says who's written it, and it says Stephen Schwartz, and it's like, well, considering you've not said Defying Gravity anywhere on that list at all, I'm gonna assume that's what it is. And of course it was, so that was fun hearing them both sing Defying Gravity together. I said I enjoyed it for what it was. I just wish that they'd done like a little bit more variety in the types of songs they were doing. I should really wrap up my reading for the week, but I can't remember what I have actually read. I read Song of Storms and Silence, is that what it's called? I feel like I finished something else earlier on in the week, but like I honestly cannot remember what. Oh, Her Majesty's Royal Coven, there we go. I finished Her Majesty's Royal Coven and gave that one 4 stars. I've read Songs of Storm and Silence and I gave that 3.5. I rounded it down to 3 on Goodreads, but it was 3.5. I did start reading Ballad of Never After today, but I'm not very far into it. Like I said, I've just not been feeling too great, so I didn't force myself to read. I decided to watch Beetlejuice instead. And then I did start the audiobook of the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires the other day as well, but again, I didn't get too far because I got distracted. I was like scheduling videos and editing videos and things like that. So have not really got thoughts on that. I kind of want to finish both of them tomorrow because I would like to finish them before the end of the month, but that may not happen, but we will see. Right now I'm gonna get ready for bed and maybe try and read a bit more of Ballad tonight, but I have also just put Young Royals on because I want to rewatch season 1 before season 2 starts on Tuesday. So yeah, anyway, that is everything. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below, and I will see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.